When it comes to businesses in Barnsley, there are many ups and downs. Today we will cover businesses in Barnsley that are new, old and ones that have shut down recently. Barnsley Malls and Games has been open for 11 years. They frequently do events for the community and the people who go.
It's a place for people to meet other like-minded hobbyists and enjoy the same hobbies. Building communities and making new kind of relationships with people, and that's the best part of having a hobby shop.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I've still got friends that I meet up with down in Poole in Dorset from when I used to work for Games Workshop, and that was 24 years ago, so older than probably most of you. So we opened because I'd had enough of working for someone else. And then why in Barnsley? Because at the time Barnsley had nothing. So there was Janko Toys out of Worsborough and that was it. So there was nothing in the centre doing any of the hobbies that we do. So the clubs it builds like money. The great thing about sales in our industry is you don't need to sell it to anyone. All you need to do is encourage them to be here and then they'll spend money. Yeah. That's literally it. So in the town centre, obviously we've got the college, we've got the university, you've got a lot of people that work in the centre of town as well that come in on their lunch breaks. Yeah. So because it's walking distance from bus station, it's a community hub, there's lots of, because of what Barnsley's done with the glasswork, there's lots of stuff you kind of around, it brings people to the town. Barnsley gets a lot of grief, and it's an old mining town, so obviously it's got a history of being, it's not a massive affluent area. What it is it's a working class people that are quite happy to spend their money in amounts that they're happy with. So that's good. I think it's a good positive change. So we have a real diverse customer base. So our customer base goes from as young as 6 years old up to like your 90s. The time we lose people is when they go and have families and have kids and discover beer and women. That's when we lose people, and then they all come back after that. So what you tend to do is you have a gap between 18 and about 28, and then they all come back in after that. Yeah. I've seen generations of hobbyists. So I still have people that pop and see me that were kids, but they're now like done their uni and everything else from when I was in Medwall. So it's.
Maxi deals with a shop in the Alhambra in Barnsley that has closed recently and has been open for not very long due to lack of customers. Julie Taylor, manager and owner of Bridge End Fisheries, reopened it in 2025.
Do you get bored of eating fish and chips?
I didn't. I do now.
Yeah.
I do now, Put so much weight on.
How difficult is it managing a business?
It gets easier as you go along.
Yeah.
It's hard to start with, but it does get easier. The more you do something, the easier it gets. I suppose it's the same with all businesses, really.
Have you got any tips for like younger people wanting to start a business?
With your eyes wide open, especially with current climate, things are so difficult. Things are so expensive. Yeah. If you're going to start your own business, make sure that you start the right business. Enjoy it all. I prefer cooking to serving, but no, I enjoy it all. Yeah. Between me and my husband, we manage it all and do all aspects of jobs. So,
if you had to switch to a different business, what would you switch to?
Oh, I'd like a nice little coffee shop. Yeah, cream teas and prosecco and
Nice cafe.
Yeah, nice warm cafe.
Where would you, if you wanted it to be anywhere?
Anywhere, probably home for. Home for. Looked many times. Yeah. Somewhere that's touristy and you know you're going to get business. Yeah.
How would you as a business, so like for customers?
Our customers are really good. Yeah. Ours is a little village fish shop, so we do have as regular customers. So as a whole, it's just current climate, it's just so difficult.
Yeah. Good. And have you had any like interactions with the council?
Council had been really good to us a few years ago. They did a shop front scheme, which they concentrated that we got so much, I can't remember what it was offhand, but we got so much towards making outside of this business look good, and they did that all across Barnsley. So we had new windows and new signage and things that council put towards that. So that were really good of them. But other than that, I didn't really have much dealings with council.
Do you see yourself owning a business like 10, 20 years ago?
Not really, no. We've had this business, we've just said 8.5 years.
Yeah.
So, no, but I don't think, not that I'd be able to work for anybody else because I have got another job as well, but I'd have to pick the job.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I'd be a proper, traditional fish and chip shop.
Yeah. Local.
Cooked in beef dripping. Yeah. Proper village chipper.
Pound Bakery in Barnsley has recently shut due to bankruptcy after being here for decades. 6 new businesses have opened near where Pound Bakery used to be, such as Beck's Collects, a bookshop and new solicitors. This is Knockoff Nigel's, a new business that has opened in Barnsley. It is very successful so far.
What made you specifically open in Barnsley?
So my history and connection with Barnsley, I mean I'm 56, I'm quite old, but I've been working in Barnsley since I was 7. My mum had a big market store doing ladies fashion, and I kind of got my training off her all those years ago, and it's well worth the journey. The people are amazing, and it's good fun in Barnsley, you know. I've had shops in Leeds, and to get a smile is a miracle. Here the smile non-stop, even in the rain, so yeah, that's why Barnsley's for me.
Kind of carrying on your nan's legacy.
Absolutely. Yeah. She was here for 40 years. In fact, quite a funny story. When I was 7, I got my first day's work, and she had this massive stall. It was about 50 foot long, doing ladies' clothing, dresses, and coats and everything. And she had some fitting rooms, some changing rooms where the ladies could try something on. And she said to me, when the lady comes out of the fitting room, I'm going to say to you, Adam, tell the lady how she looks. And my reply has got to be, Nana, she looks amazing. And on my first day, a lady came and she looked like Les Dawson with a moustache and beard. And my nana said, tell the lady how she looks. And I said, Nana, she looks bloody scary and horrible. Well, I got a boot up the house and I got sacked. Yeah. And she wouldn't have me back on the store for 3 years. It was an absolute dream. Yeah. We obviously find the odd village idiot, you know, every village has one there. We kind of attract, we attract a couple, but 99.9% of our customers are lovely. They come in, we always say hello to everybody. The council had the council really. In multiple shops that I've had, we always get a bit of hard work, you know, a bit of a hard time off the council, whether they like the name. I mean, when we first opened Knockoff Nigel's, somebody representing the council came in and said, you know, we've spent all this money in Barnsley on the glass works and the redevelopment, which looks fantastic. Why would you want to call a shop Knockoff Nigel's? I wanted to name my store, or one of my stores, Knockoff Nigel's for a long time. And Barnsley, because people are so chilled out and relaxed and they love a laugh and a joke, it's so fitting for Barnsley. It wouldn't work in Harrogate or Wetherby or York, but in Barnsley, they love the name. The council didn't like the name, and that's where we're at. We're here to stay.
What makes you give like fair prices while other businesses would probably charge more?
So our business and our range of products is quite specialised. We buy clearance products, and we make sure that 99% of it is branded, some of it heavy branded, some of it mediocre branded. But we try, you know, our business model is really, really simple. We buy plenty of it. When it's gone, it's gone. And if it's branded, which most of it is, we can manage to sell it at roughly 25 to 33% of normal RRP. So if something's 30 quid on the high street, we like to be around about a tenner. 100%. We support a few local charities as well. I love dogs and I love cats, but I don't support them in charity. But any causes, worthwhile causes, we try to sponsor maybe two or three really, really good causes a year at least. So we like giving a bit back. And I really enjoy seeing people having baskets and baskets full of gifts and socks and products that we sell. And I really like the comments on Facebook. I really like the feedback of the customers when they're saying, you know what, we're so pleased you're open. There's nothing like it in Barnsley. I decided at 17 that it wasn't going to be for me. I wanted to work for myself, and I've had many businesses. I've been a multi-millionaire once and a millionaire once, and I've had great fun losing all that money. And back to basics, I love working for myself. I like taking what we call a white box, so it's an empty unit, and creating a business that makes money straight away. And take pleasure in building the business, having some longevity, good relationship with suppliers, good relationship with staff, and good relationships with your customers. It's so important. So you get an opportunity to work for yourself, 100% do it. But it is a roller coaster. You're gonna have very good ups and very good downs. You know, it's like a graph. It's kind of like that. But overall, in the 40 years I've worked for myself, it's great. So if you do it, if you're young, you're enthusiastic.
After getting a small insight on owners, successful businesses and researching failed businesses, our conclusion is Barnsley treats local businesses well. Yes, there is challenges, but if you have heart like Adam, Karl or Julie, you will do well in Barnsley.